Hi-ho, Getters! This is the Gringo Scott, and today we'll be reviewing the movie Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring. So that's the first one. We're going to be finding the deeper meaning of it and giving a review of my overall opinion of this movie. So without further ado, let us dive into this one. So to get into the Lord of the Rings series, I'd like to talk about the importance of the Lord of the Rings to me. The first time I was exposed to Lord of the Rings was the first time I was actually remember being exposed to an audio book per se, if I remember. It was a record and it was The Hobbit. It was j.r.r. Tolkien's, but The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings, they all connect obviously. But it was The Hobbit. It was a record. Old school record. Put it on the record, and in the album you would look at it and have the pictures and you read along with the book, and it had the sound effects and different voices and stuff. And at the time that was amazing. That was like super audiobook, and I listened to that a lot. That was my first experience of the Lord of the Rings theme with j.r.r. Tolkien, was when I was probably maybe first or second grade. I wasn't that old at all. Okay, then I had heard about, through my friends, we did a D&D group. And I'd heard from them, my college friends, about Lord of the Rings movies coming out. I was like super like, ooh, I don't know, okay. I kind of heard about that. I was like, that's the Hobbit guy? Okay, so maybe I'd be into it. I don't know. I'll give it a try. So I was excited about it, but then I had actually had the opportunity to go live in Spain for a year. And the first movie came out when I was in Spain. So what I did, and I knew it was coming out when I lived in Spain, so what I did, I had gotten book 1 and book 2 in Spanish. So it's in translate from English into Spanish, modern day Spanish. So actually it was easier to read for me than the third book when I finally read that one in English, because j.r.r. Tolkien is a bit flowery. He's very flowery, and his level of vocabulary is very high, in my opinion, and the way he speaks. It's really neat, but it's a little bit more difficult actually, and they had translated, the Spanish version was modern Spanish, so it was actually not that hard. When the movie came out and I was in Spain, what was neat, it was dubbed in Spanish. So I know a lot of us are thinking who have not traveled abroad in other countries and such. Oh, dubbed? Oh my gosh. The movie was dubbed so well with good actors and everything. I was easy to forget that its original language was not Spanish. They did so well at timing the mouth moving and all the acting and passion. It was done really well. Also, just my friends and I had a lot of love for it in college, friends, due to the fact that it was like kind of D&D. It was kind of the father of D&D, I think. So I was excited to see the movies. So, on to the Fellowship of the Ring, shall we? This movie is directed by Peter Jackson. The books are written by j.r.r. Tolkien. Then the screenplay is by Fran Walsh. Here's a list of a few of the actors in this one. There's a lot. I'm gonna warn you. We have Elijah Wood as Frodo, Ian McKellen as Gandalf the Grey, John Astin as Sam, Viggo Mortensen as Aragorn, Orlando Bloom as Legolas, Sean Bean as Boromir, Lily Boyd as Pippin, and Dominic Monaghan as Mary. Now those are just the ones that are part of the Fellowship of the Ring, but they are more or less all the characters. So I'm going to keep the summary short because I'm sure a lot of people have seen these movies and know exactly what they're about. I want to focus on the deeper meanings for the goal getters. So let's look at the summary. The basic story is that you have this ring. This ring is bad. I mean, really bad. This ring wants to get back together with its mummy. This guy, the Dark Lord Sauron. This guy needs the ring. It makes him super powerful. But more importantly, he is vulnerable if he does not have it. You see, he is tied to said ring. If it gets destroyed, then he is destroyed. The good guys find out that the ring that they thought was gone was never destroyed from the last Great War. And we're talking that happened thousands of years ago. The Great War, where Lord Sauron used the ring to almost defeat everyone. Upon discovering this, the good guys become concerned. They want to destroy it because they don't want a repeat of the last time this knucklehead got his ring. But guys, there's a problem. It's not so easy to destroy it. The more ambition, intentions, and or power one has, the more the ring will control you. You see, it wants to be with its creator. It loves him so. So if your standard superhero comes, or knight comes, and is going to get rid of it, he'll find that he doesn't want to get rid of it, and he thinks that he can do good with the ring, and he'll use the ring, and that's exactly what Sauron wants. And in the end, it'll probably end up in Sauron's hands anyhow. They'll think they're doing the right thing, when in reality they're actually doing the Dark Lord Sauron's desires. In the end, they will give Sauron the ring to do his evil job, or become evil like Sauron. This is your classic, the path to hell is paved with good intentions thing. Or maybe even the Uncle Ben, with great power comes great responsibility. Fun fact. Common goals / common enemies unite us. And within that, you can have diversity. This movie had a bunch of different, and we're not talking like just different races of people. No, we're talking different species of humanoids. And they all work together, the common goal of the evil, to stop the evil Sauron. Now my overall opinion of this movie, to quick wrap up. The bad. Not really any bad for what I can say. I would have liked to see more, and I feel like all these Lord of the Rings suffer from this. There's not a lot of fear that the main characters are in danger. It's kind of like they're just playing a video game going through it. The dwarf guy, I don't want him to be the butt of a joke. It's dumb. Don't, not the beard! Ugh. Can't stand it. Like, we don't need the humor. Give the dwarf, like, I mean, please, his dignity, okay? Jeez. The good. The good is it does a pretty good job capturing the Lord of the Rings books without being the Lord of the Rings books. The books, I'm telling you, if you like the movies, check out the books. Movies do pretty good at giving you a nice taste of it. So they do really good on that. The acting's really good. Obviously, the special effects at the time were super awesome. So out of a scale of 1 to 10 for the Fellowship of the Ring, I'm going to give this one a 7.5 out of 10. 7.5 out of 10.